Dear students of Standard 6, welcome to the class of Islam and Moral Education. Today we are going to learn Lesson 4 from Chapter 4. The name of our topic is Duty Towards Relatives. What does duty means? Duty, the word is a noun here. Duty means something that one is expected or required to do by moral or legal obligation. And relatives means a relative is a person who is part of your family. So let's read the lesson now. The word relative has evolved from the word soul or atma. Anybody related to the soul is called a relative. When people become intimate in life, they are relatives. So we can say those who are primarily eligible for getting rights after parents and children are relatives. That is uncles, aunts, grandparents, cousins, nieces and nephews, they are all relatives. A relative can be connected to our family through blood or by marriage. And we know that Islam is a complete code of life. Religion Islam emphasizes on keeping good relationships with family, relatives, and friends. And being a Muslim, it is obligatory for us to keep good relation with relatives. According to saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we should visit our relatives, inquire about their matters, spend on them, and give them sadaqah if they are poor. The relatives hold a special status in Islam. Islam gives great stress to the rights of relatives and encourages Muslims to maintain a good relationship with their relatives. Now, we'll learn what is our duty towards relatives. Let's see. We should behave courteously with our relatives regardless of their being rich and poor. That means whether the relative is rich or poor, we should behave well with them. We should not make any discrimination between them. We will show respect and honor to the elders and love and affection to the younger. As we do in the family, we also behave in this way towards our relatives, that is, respecting the elders and love and affection to the younger. Next, essential help should be provided to the poor relatives. As I have already said, that our great prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if we do any charity, we should do it to our close relatives. If the relatives suffer from any disease, we must take care of them. If they are in danger and hardship, we must help them. We shall help them in predicaments and assist them in all their fair activities. You must remember that we have to help them in their fair activities. We must not sever relationship with the kith and kin. That means we must not break relationship with our relatives. If any relative is engaged in evil deeds, it is our responsibility to show them the right path. And we must give them their due share, that is, due rights. Now, we will see what are the benefits one can get by doing their duties towards relatives. If one behaves lovingly with the relatives, it brings benefit on earth. The Prophet ﷺ says, the person who wishes that his livelihood and lifetime will be increased should behave decently with the relatives. That means if someone maintains a good relationship with the relatives, his sustenance is increased, his life is elongated, his family and home prosper, his death discomfort is eased, and all the doors of paradise will be opened for those who practice this duty. Our Holy Prophet ﷺ said, do not ever sever your relationship with a member of your family, even if he severs his relationship with you. To get the blessings and mercy of the Almighty Allah, we should not hurt the relatives in any way. In this regard, the Prophet ﷺ says, a community where there are people who sever relationship with their relatives is not blessed with mercy by Allah. So you understand how important it is to maintain good relationship with our relatives. Muhammad said, the person who breaks the bond of kinship will not enter paradise. As I have said before, that who will maintain relationship with the relatives, all the doors of paradise will be opened for them. So we should always remember that help ever, hurt never. If we don't want to help them, we should never hurt them also. In this way, we can maintain our duties towards our relatives. Dear students, some possible questions are: analyze the duties and responsibilities towards relatives. And number 2, write about the benefits of following the duties towards relatives. These are broad questions. You should learn it properly. It will help you to solve the creative questions. We will meet soon with a new topic. Till then, goodbye.